Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel, and in today's video I'd like to share with you the Blue Driver scan tool. I've been using this for about over a year now, I believe. It's helped me with my truck countless times now, diagnosing small issues, bigger issues, and just giving me an accurate picture of the health and the real-time situation of what's going on in my truck. So we'll go ahead and get right into the review. So the big reason why I wanted to share this scan tool with you is because it's not just an ordinary scan tool. This is not something that you'd go to maybe an auto parts store and they plug it into your computer, your OBD2 port, and say, oh, you've got a check engine light, oh, it's this code right here, and they just give you a generic code. This scan tool does far more than this. And honestly, I believe this comes very close to what, even bigger shops, computer scanners could do for you, for your vehicle. So this scan tool is, I believe it's about $100, like $99.99, something on Amazon. I bought this on there quite a while ago now, but it's been a great help to me. So the biggest reason why I would encourage you to get this Blue Driver is because it's simply not just a scan tool. It can scan codes, it can clear codes, you're able to save reports that you're able to get after you've done a complete scan. You're not able to just get maybe a code, but it will tell you exactly what it is underneath there. It'll tell you if it's common or if it's rare. It'll even give you the link to go directly buy it at Amazon right after, in the app, right after finding out what's the real problem with your truck. So that's been a huge thing for me. Also offers a live view, a live feed of real time, literally on a graph, showing you exactly what's going on. So let's say your coolant temperature is running hot, or let's say your battery voltage is fluctuating. It shouldn't be doing that if the alternator is running properly, or any number of things, fuel pressure, your exhaust system, any number of these things. If there's a sensor on your truck, this scan tool is able to show you a live readout, exactly what's going on, fuel pressure, literally you name it. So if you're experiencing a problem out on the road, and maybe you can't duplicate that, you can't show that to your mechanic, you can't be able to show anybody without them being in the truck with you, now you're able to now show and record exactly what's going on. You can save those reports. You're able to get a live feed of all of those things. You can have multiple feeds running at one time and being able to see all of these different things, whether it's fuel, air, there's a number of different things you can do. And if you're in the process of actually fixing it, you're then able to actually clear codes and to be able to see if they come back or will they go away on their own. You're able to do a number of different things with this. Another great thing about this scan tool is that it's not locked to any ECM. It's not locked to any computer on any vehicle. This can be taken from one truck, put into your minivan at home, put into your car. It can go anywhere. It can do basically anything, and it's all based on the app that you would install on your phone. It's then Bluetooth connected to the actual scan tool. So before you start driving, you're able to start recording. You're able to get that live feed going, finish your complete drive, trying to get, replicate the same problems, the same issues that might be coming up, and then be able to save that report. You can have it printed off, you can email it, you can do a number of different things to be able to show to your mechanic, or after you've done the work yourself, like I try to do, to be able to reproduce. Can I get it to throw the same code? Is there the same fuel issue? Am I having issues with my alternator? Is there some type of other issue where you see on the graph where things either spike or maybe come down where they shouldn't be for a fuel pressure or something like that? There's just a number of different things that this can help you with while you're out on the road. I can't tell you how many times I in the past have gone to auto parts stores and they say, well, we can't get it to show up on the code reader here, so when it comes back, just come drive here. Well, I gotta tell you, usually that's some of the most inconvenient times to go actually do that, especially if you're out on the road, you've got a load, and you're trying to get to get to the dealership on a deadline, whatever you may be doing. Having a scan tool like this on board to where you're actually able to diagnose it while you're going down the road. or maybe while you're on the side of the road. Is this an issue that can be dealt with at a later time? Is this very important? Is this not that important? Is this just maybe a sensor issue that's going on and it's not actually going, all the other indications say that it's fine. There's just a number of things that these trucks, they're so smart that sometimes you can be stupid when you're so smart. And so these scan tools, this Blue Driver scan tool has just been incredible for me. Being able to have reports saved back all the way from last year for myself on my truck, as well as my Ford Escape. I've been able to do my own work on my truck to be able to get things back in order. I clear the codes and then I go on about my business and they don't end up coming back. And by doing this, I'm actually able to know, is this actually good to go? Sometimes it takes a dealership to maybe even clear some of these codes, but with this is able to do it while the truck is running or while it's in the on position. There's just a number of different things that this can help you with across the board. Being able to have a history. If you go to try to sell this truck, or maybe you're trying to buy a new truck, bring this with you and have it plugged in and do a full complete computer scan. See what's really going on. They say, oh, there's no issues. We haven't had issues for years. Or maybe it's a brand new truck. Being able to actually plug this in and say, well, here's the report, and this is going off of your computer. This didn't just make it up. Being able to pull up a stored code that's been on there for some time that they thought they might be able to get past, and think that it wasn't going to pop up while you're maybe test driving the truck, or any number of situations. This thing has just been invaluable to me. I believe it's well worth more than $100. I would expect this to be in the $500 range for everything that it can do at this quality of a level. It's also not a $5,000 scan tool that you can manipulate just about anything about this vehicle. I believe this is just about middle of the road. It's exactly what we need as professional drivers out on the road to know what's really going on inside of our engine, what's happening. Should I be pulling over right now? How serious is this? I've got some stored reports on my Blue Driver, being able to even show me back when I had some issues, if you probably saw my video, with my wheel hub assembly going out. The ABS light turned on, emergency brake light came on, and I knew there was a wheel hub assembly, speed sensor issue, but I didn't know if it was the left or the right. And sometimes it's not apparent what's actually going on with your vehicle. If it is the left one or the right one, what's really going on. And so this can be the determining factor between sitting on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck. This can be the difference between you actually repairing something or replacing something yourself for $100, for $50, whatever it may be, or it could be a tow fee. It could be $500 to $1,000. Who knows, what it could be at a dealership or at a shop. But having this gives you perspective. It gives you the ability to see what's really going on. You're not at somebody else's mercy. What they think their scan tool says and they say to you could be something different than what this actually says, telling you precisely what's going on, being able to get that live feed, and that, I think it's just huge. I think it's just incredible to be able to have this at our fingertips for a seriously reasonable price, and something that you can use in multiple vehicles. Again, it's not locked to one vehicle. Being able to have this on my wife's car when she's had a few things go wrong, as well as the other third vehicle for our house, and then my work truck here. It's just been incredibly helpful. I've even been able to help other transporters that I know who have had a check engine light and say, hey, here it is. Boom, let's do a quick little scan. It takes a little bit longer because it is such a thorough scan, and be able to get it knocked out. So again, this is the Blue Driver. It's been a big help to me. I'm very happy with it. I may buy another one just to have a second one if I'm going on a trip. Have one for my wife to be able to have in her car, or maybe the other vehicle, the Ford Escape that we have, and be able to have value at home with one of these connected. All right, guys, so I just want to walk through this with you, just hitting some key highlights about this app, about what it can do, and the things that I use it most for our application, for being out on the road, being an RV transport, and having issues that might come up with our trucks out on the road. So just kind of getting into the app, loading it up there. It initially connects to the actual app, and once it connects to the actual device plugged into the truck, through the Bluetooth. So you've got to have your Bluetooth turned on. It'll find it. You're then able to go to the scan vehicle, and in which case you're able to choose from the check engine light, the common dash lights, or all system modules. In this example, actually just clicked the all modules. So this is going to be a much more in-depth scan compared to common dash lights, and then also the check engine light. So this will take the longest. It'll take several minutes to actually go through the whole process, scanning through all of it, being able to go through the whole process, checking literally everything possible that could be wrong with your truck when you're out on the road, while you're home, wherever. This is the thing that's going to be probably the most beneficial to you, doing a in-depth scan of everything, just to be able to give you some key clues at what might be going wrong, what might be happening with your truck. Doing just a simple, common dash light or check engine light might not give you exactly what you're needing to be able to track down what the issue is, what it may be. So going through all the way, scanning up to 100%. First of all, your odometer reading. You're going to want to update your odometer reading, being able to do that, getting that report. That's important for later on, having the long-term effect of having this, being able to track these things, issues that stay with you, maybe issues that come and go depending on different factors. It's then going to show you the whole trouble code in different areas: confirmed, pending, permanent, wireless control module, front control module, cabin compartment, occupant restraint, powertrain control. There's just so many different factors in this. I've got a list of different things. I unplugged my seat power. That tripped a few codes there. I wanted to be able to show that. I've got TPMS sensors that have never worked on my truck because I don't have that feature. I've got a fuel rail issue. I've got an exhaust sensor issue going off. So there's just a lot of different things I have on my truck right now. Things that I can't change, things that I can, things that I need to be able to replace on there. Also a airflow restriction. That's linked to actually replacing the air filter and being able to get that put together. So lastly, then, the clear trouble codes. That's where you can actually go ahead and clear all these codes. Codes that are not permanent, maybe codes that are able to actually be cleared overall. And then just kind of jumping into the next part of it, looking at the live data. That's the thing that I use probably second most, besides the tool of scanning for codes and issues. That's going through the all list to the right. The active, supportive, and then all. You can select exactly what type of sensor, what type of gauge you're wanting to see. Right here I've got airflow, engine RPM, voltage, fuel level input, fuel injection timing, and just being able to monitor that. There's several different things you can put on there related to all different parts, your transmission, your engine, any number of different things to be able to kind of monitor that if that's a big concern for you, being able to have that. And then this is just kind of showing where I put my foot on the gas. I was in park. This was not going down the road, but just seeing the fluctuations and seeing from the bottom all the way up to the top. You're able to see all the differences in those different categories where they're just able to see, going through that. Also, you can add additional more than just 5, but it will eventually warn us here, provided the best quality of data, we recommend logging no more than 5 live sources of data. So you can add more, but they can't guarantee the absolute, accuracy down to the pinpoint, type of thing. And then just being able to see more and more. You can have a laundry list all the way down if really needed. But this is just a different option. You can be able to see, and honestly, while you're traveling down the road, obviously you don't want to be watching this, but you could do a screen record on your phone and be able to see, hey, what happened when I was full throttle, when I was getting onto the highway with a load and this happened, I heard a noise, or I heard something else happen. There's just a number of different ways you would be able to track down maybe some issues if something should be increasing but it drops or something like that. And then lastly, going to the save reports here as I'm doing, and you can just see I've got scans for days all the way down here. I've used it on other vehicles, the Chevy Suburban, the Ram 1700. Mostly it's just my truck, my Ford Escape, and just a number of different other times
times where I've done it just across the board, and being able to see everything. It's been a great convenience to me, being able to have this app, being able to see the codes, the exact issues, and then being able to clear the codes. So that's just a big portion of why I appreciate having this app. It's been a big help to me, and I think it would be a great benefit to you for your truck, for your business in RV transport, being able to track down issues, make sure if it is a bigger issue, you pull off the road immediately. So hopefully being able to see some of these features is a help to you, and I'll go ahead and send it right back. I'm just very happy with Blue Driver, the company. It's on Amazon. The link is in the description below. If you buy that, I would get a portion of the total amount for that. I would be very appreciative of that. But seriously, this is a product I will stand behind 100%. If this somehow breaks, which it hasn't, and it's, I mean, pretty hard to, you don't have to be rough with it. You literally just plug it in just real softly at the bottom. It's worked out very well for the last several months, close to a year, I believe, and I've been very happy with it. Hopefully this has helped you. Check out the Blue Driver on Amazon, and hopefully it can be a help to you as well. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe, and God bless.